Hello, my name is Angela Williams Nash. I am the Technology Lead Teacher at John L. Coxley Middle School in East Orange, New Jersey. Welcome to this overview of the New Jersey Student Learning Standards, Computer Science and Design Thinking, 8.1.8 Computing Systems. Humans interact with a wide variety of computing devices every day. From cell phones to credit card machines, these devices collect, store, analyze, and act upon information we provide in both positive and negative ways. Middle school years are crucial as we develop the next generation of computer scientists and lifelong users of computerized devices. The grades 6 to 8 band dives deeper into the disciplinary concepts than previous grades by studying how computing systems communicate, process information in digital form, and interact with humans. The goals are to ensure that students 1. Know that hardware and software communicate and process information in digital form. 2. Know that hardware is the equipment that make up a computer system. 3. Understand computing devices have internal, inside, and external, outside hardware. External devices are commonly called peripheral devices. 4. External hardware can be categorized as either an input or output device. The term normally used is I/O devices. 5. Know that software programs or apps provide instructions to the device. 6. Understand the different categories of apps and be able to select the correct one to complete a task. 7. Explain how hardware and software components work. 8. Can analyze user interactions. 9. Can suggest design improvements to enhance the usability and/or functionality of a computing device. And 10. Can identify and troubleshoot basic hardware and software problems. The depth of information contained in this grade band may appear insurmountable at first glance. Remember, we have 3 years from grades 6 to 8 to teach, reteach, and re-reteach the material before students move on to high school. Here are some things you can do to prepare to teach this disciplinary concept. 1. Download the NJSLS standards and read just this part. Focus on what's needed now and save the rest for another day. 2. Use the QR code to connect to the Montclair State University K-12 Computing Science Education Program's website. Professional development and instructional resources are just a few clicks away. 3. Reach out to your technology supervisor and request training. 4. Contact your IT department to see if there is an old device that would be discarded. Work with the IT person to label and explain the function of key parts like the hard drive, memory, and motherboard. Leave the device on display for students to examine as they learn about the different components. 5. Create a technology word wall of key vocabulary words and concepts. Montclair State University has word wall posters organized by grade band and disciplinary concept on their website. Use the QR code to access the material. 6. Design a pretest that will also serve as a post-test. 7. Generate and share a YouTube playlist of videos that explain key vocabulary words and concepts. 8. Develop assignments using a program like Google Forms, wherein students can watch a video about a key concept, then answer questions that check for understanding. As you roll out computer science education, you will probably need to scaffold the material from one grade to the next. Students in 6th grade will be very different by the time they end their 8th grade year. Here is one approach to scaffolding the material for 6th grade. 1. Create a pretest that covers the following material from grade 5. A. Computer hardware focusing on internal equipment, external equipment, and I/O devices. B. Computer software that contains questions about the different categories of software application programs and what they're used for. C. How computer hardware and software work together. And D. Troubleshooting strategies for basic hardware and software problems. Students must have a working knowledge of these terms before discussing systems improvements. Let the data drive your starting point. 2. Set aside time during every class to review vocabulary words, focusing on spelling, pronunciation, definitions, and function. Programs like Google Forms and Quizlet.com can be useful. 3. Use a mixture of online and offline, collaborative and independent, assignments and activities to teach and reteach the material. 4. There are 3 types of learning experiences in this strand that center on the human-computer interaction. A. Type 1 focuses on trade-offs associated with the use or purchase of one device or app over another. B. The second type is aimed at system design or improvements to extend a device or an app's usability. C. The third employs troubleshooting strategies to identify the source of a problem. Review the standard and focus your attention on one of these learning experiences at each grade level. 5. In grade 6, create learning experiences based on devices and apps students are most familiar with. For example, their cell phone, school-issued devices, and commonly used apps like Google Drive, Vocabulary, iRead, or similar ones. 6. Prepare project guide sheets and walk students through the requirements and expected outcomes. 7. End the cycle or marking period with a post-test. Assess the data to determine what is needed in the next grade level. If possible, share your findings with the 7th grade teacher. In addition to the recommendations provided for grade 6, here are some ways to scaffold the material for 7th grade. 1. Start and end the marking period or cycle with a pre- and post-test. Assess the data to determine your starting point. 2. Expose students to more troubleshooting strategies for hardware and software. For example, problems related to system speed and storage capacity. 3. Move away from learning experiences targeting apps and devices used by students and lean into the following. A. Identify and describe functions for hardware and software, then select components to design a simple computing system made of these parts. B. Propose design improvements that consider usability through different lenses, for example, accessibility, ergonomics, learnability, and safety. 8th grade provides our last opportunity to ensure students have a working knowledge of computing systems before they move on to high school. In addition to the recommendations provided for grade 7, here is one approach to scaffolding the material for grade 8. 1. Daily drills of vocabulary words and concepts. 2. Provide assignments wherein, given a scenario, students must A. Propose a design solution, B. Select an app to use and explain why the app was chosen, or C. Systematically identify and fix problems with computing systems by using a structured system such as a troubleshooting flow diagram. This concludes our review of the CS 8.1.8 Computing Systems Disciplinary Concept. I hope you are excited to begin this journey with so many other teachers throughout the state of New Jersey. Most importantly, breathe. Do not stress yourself out. You will get better with planning, practice, and time.